Hi folks, welcome again to another current event quiz recap. Today we're going to be doing quiz number 4 for the benefit of my GovEcon and my Block 1 Honors World students. Sorry, Block 3, you guys were kind of left out on this one. So let's jump in and let's take a look. We'll start with our world history guys as we kind of blow up the cartoons here. And I grab my pen. And first things first, this is a story related to Brexit and sort of the continuing problems that Prime Minister Theresa May has been having. Obviously, you can see the big Brexit sign right there and this lovely caricature of Theresa May, And obviously, this is the ongoing idea that no matter what Theresa May throws out there, no matter what plan she comes up with, it seems like we're in this endless cycle. So here you have the lovely infinity sign, just can't seem to get ourselves off of that, and that just seems to be what Brexit has become for a lot of Brits, but also a lot of Europeans right now, just an endless cycle of votes, negotiation, and failure. So that was kind of the main emphasis there. Our other cartoon, this deals with the recent declaration by both the U.S. and coalition forces that ISIS in Syria has been defeated. And so this is a cartoon that kind of speaks to that commentary. Here you see the coalition forces, you could even say the American forces, kind of throwing the V for victory sign or the peace sign, however you interpret that. But basically talking about this idea that finally, after this long kind of protracted struggle, coalition forces have been victorious over ISIS. However, this artist, this creator, would preface it by saying that while we have defeated ISIS militarily, we have not gotten rid of the main culprit of their ideology, which is just kind of simmering below the surface, could potentially come back in some other form. So those were kind of the focal points of our cartoon, and mostly that was for the benefit of Block 1. For our GovEcon guys, you guys had this cartoon, which was, you had to know a little bit about some of the stuff we had talked about in the past. Specifically, we're looking at Joe Biden. And obviously, I know it's cut off here a little bit on my screen, but you can see the little Biden 2020 button on this guy. The focal point here is discussing the vice president's issues with some of his, let's say, misrespect for personal space on the campaign trail. And specifically, this is a throwback to some issues President Trump had during the campaign, where you had the Access Hollywood tape, basically making these comments that became very kind of incendiary for women voters. And then you have him kind of drawing this comparison between what happened with him with the Access Hollywood tape and what is now happening with Joe Biden and some of his inappropriate touching. Again, you had to know a little bit of the background, but we kind of mentioned a little of that in class about how the president has to tread very carefully when criticizing the vice president on this particular issue. But that was kind of the focal point of this story. Again, if you have any questions, reach out, email. Other than that, we will see you guys next time.